So I'm looking on YouTube into the construction of the Egyptian pyramids, and I'm just amazed that it was possible to build these structures. They contain millions of blocks, and they're very precise, and the engineering is just so amazingly precise. It is basically impossible to achieve such precision with the technology they had at the time. So I'm a bit perplexed. I'm thinking, how could something that was fundamentally impossible be done anyway? How was it possible to construct the pyramids way back when? And it seems to me that it is completely impossible, but it happened anyway. So how could this be? I'm finding that I'm very frustrated when something impossible has happened. So it's basically impossible for the Egyptian pyramids to be constructed. It's too perfect, millions of tons of stone, too precise in every regard, and it's simply not possible. And yet it was done. The pyramids were constructed. So I'm very frustrated that something impossible has been done anyway. And it doesn't make sense to me, and I'm frustrated because there can never be answers. There can never be an explanation. There is no way of knowing how and why the Egyptians built the pyramids. It's so frustrating. I'm still interested in the subject, but I'm just really frustrated that I can never know the answer as to how they managed to do it. How could they do something that is impossible? It really is difficult to handle. And I'm listening to the details of how the pyramids are, how they're constructed, and it is completely impossible to build the structures way back when, and yet they were built anyway. And there can never be any answers, and I'm very frustrated and I'm finding it very difficult to manage. I still intend to keep watching to the end of the film, but I'm finding it very difficult to handle that something impossible was done anyway. And it really doesn't make sense at all.